Rachel Maddow?
Yeah.
I hate that dude.
Yeah, he's tough.
Boo, 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 boo.
Opie Radio.
Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
I told you there's that guy, my friend works in the special crime unit, pervert unit. Some guy last week or a couple weeks ago was fingering his own asshole and then running up to people in McDonald's and making them smoke, and then running out, and he got arrested for that.
Hey, listen, I was going to tell you about something, but you're talking about sticking fingers in your asshole. I know a guy that quit smoking, and he went and saw a psychiatrist, and every time he wanted a cigarette, he stuck his finger in his ass, and he smoked for like 30 years, and he quit in 6 months.
That's part of the story. It still took 6 months. The book, he talks about becoming, quote, because he says he's not an alcoholic per se, but he started drinking heavily when he turned like 55 years old because he found himself just at home with nothing to do.
That's right. I fight that urge every day.
But you didn't write in the air tonight.
No, I didn't. I didn't write shit.
Chuck, I want to go back to the cigarette guy with putting the
finger in his butt.
Yeah, because we laugh so hard, but explain that though. So the doctor said every time you got to
hypnotize him.
All right.
This guy helped me on my race car since I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
And he smoked fucking Winston's and Marlboros every other fucking breath. And he finally tried to quit. He got hypnotized. He went here. He went there. He went to this psychiatrist, and he told him that you need to do, every time you want to smoke a cigarette, you need to do something to yourself that will significantly make you forget about a cigarette. So they talk to each other. They say, if he just stuck, I ain't talking about finger your ass like you're having a good time. He just stuck his finger in his ass and pulled it back out, and he'd forget about his cigarette. Now, I thought it was disgusting. I told him he had to do that shit in private.
Yeah, but like you said earlier, it still took 6 months.
6 months. Well, he smoked for 40 fucking years. If you smoke that long,
I think if I smelled my ass once, I think I'm not a smoker, but I think I would quit immediately. I know what my ass is capable of.
Did he do this? I put it up on Instagram. I only have 9 pictures on there, but one of them.
So you used to hang with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler, and now you get to hang with me.
I'm stuck with you, yes. Sadly. Yes, I lost. Apparently I lost.
Wow.
I have to say that I only wrote Susudio once, and I recorded it once. Mm. I didn't record it 100,000 times, and I recorded it once.
Right.
And then people played it on the radio.
Yeah. I like the song.
Yeah, it's not that.
I love the
song, but if you magnify that,
yeah, that's my favorite.
Is it your favorite?
I told you.
I'm Cuban. It's the best. No, but even he just said, "Oh, come on!"
I got yelled at by Phil Collins.
Exactly. For liking Susudio.
I really like Susudio.
I don't dislike it. I just, and then if I didn't hear it again, it wouldn't bother me.
I got $200. You grab Cousin Brucey's fucking hairpiece. You do one loop, you know the loop on this floor, one fucking loop, you get $200. You have to fucking run with it in the air. And I'm not doing this for...
Who the fuck's Cousin Brucey?
He's a legend. He's a DJ.
A legend where?
He was on
Costco?
50 years on the radio here in New York City. He's a DJ
and before
legend,
you roll your eyes,
no, he's an old school.
Kenny's going to get him to come in and say hi. He comes in and says hi every once in a while, so he will sit right there. So this isn't some dumb thing.
Brucey's very nice. If I grab it, though, how much trouble am I going to get into?
You probably won't be able to do radio with me anymore, but you'll have $200.
That's about the same.
We had Abacab sounds a lot like.
Well, speaking of Turn It On Again in Abacab, that was the song I lost my virginity to.
No,
thank you very much.
No,
Abacab.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
To a girl that had a birth defect.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
And look, I know Abacab is 6 minutes and 58 seconds. I can tell you that much. But it was old school record players where you could get the song to play again.
That's mine, right?
All right, so I lasted. Well,
3 times? 3 songs?
You know what? I want to say I lasted, but I don't think I lasted to the end of the song if it was my first time.
I know you didn't. Impossible.
I think that's impossible.
What about you? Do you know yours, Cuban Man?
The first
your virginity record?
I paid for it.
That's the song?
Oh, you mean the song?
I paid for it.
Yeah.
Was that the song?
What band is that? I don't know. I paid for it.
Was this band called Material Issue?
Ooh.
Valerie, the name of the song was. I was at some fucking weirdo Nirvana dude's house.
Okay.
Not Steve Winwood's.
I was going to say Valerie.
No. It's a great song, Material Issue. Good band, one song.
All right, I like it.
All right.
Mine's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
She was
Love is Gone.
fucking
After the Loving's gone.
After Love is Gone, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That might be the best one.
That was, same thing. We used to just stack all the soul records where they would just play one after another and hope you made it to the end.
Yeah, I lost my virginity to a girl that had a birth defect. I mean, from like when you look at her, like I'm looking at you. She was beautiful. Everything was all right. But then, then when I went for the doggy, there was a dark tail of hair that went from her neck all the way down to her butthole.
Really?
Right in the middle, almost like it was a horse.
Like a Rhodesian Ridgeback.
I don't know what the fuck it was. It was dark and prominent.
That's not a defect. I got 30 stories like that with fucking girls.
A line all the way down?
Caribbean. It's like a hyena farm down there. I thought there was something wrong with her, like she had a fake leg or something.
We talked about this on the air for years, me and Anthony.
That's nothing. You just described half of Cuba.
It's not hair all over the back. It was just one line of hair from the back of her neck all the way down to...
We used to call them gators.
The famous story when Stupid Sting was playing his stupid lute, when he went through his lute phase. And we're like, holy fuck, this stinks.
L-U-T-E.
All right, I got to play the lute thing for Vic. You've never heard this, Vic?
I've never heard this.
Right here.
To hear, to touch, to kiss, to die.
Just how he pronounces die.
Oh, so lute is that boy touch your guitar thing that guy's playing?
Yeah, that's the instrument.
Fade it out. It's a
fuck that.
I think it's an ancient, I think it's an ancient
school.
instrument. I don't know.
It should stay ancient. Oh, look at that.
And then it took somebody to go, you know what? Why don't we fucking straighten out the neck of this thing and call it a guitar?
You didn't have pothead friends who were hungry?
No.
Seriously?
No, because they'll fucking get you in trouble.
Pothead friends will get you in
They're
trouble.
like meth heads with food.
No, they're
Lurking
not.
around the restaurant.
Pothead friends never got you in trouble.
No.
What is wrong with
Right. For falling asleep somewhere, maybe,
Bro.
but that's about
Pothead
it.
friends, my pothead friends are all degenerates.
Coke friends
Yes.
got you in trouble.
Nah, never, because they're spooked. They're in their living room. They ain't coming out. They're looking out the window.
Wow.
Traffic chopper. They all go inside.
He just might have won the argument.
He's flipping it. No, that's what I'm
think
saying.
He might have just flipped that
I'm
shit.
telling you. Coke guys are all spooked out. You call them up, dude, just hang up the phone, the cops are coming. Like, they're fine. Potheads are like, dude, when are you working, man? I love those raviolis. They get you trouble.
I'm leaning this way now.
Potheads are a piece of shit.
You're making me backpedal on this spot.
I think you might be right.
Cokeheads don't eat. They don't do anything. Like zombies.
Don't they all look?
Sorry.
Well,
You're right.
Yeah. Sorry, tater tot.
Oh.
Give or take.
I thought you were choking. I don't want to fucking give you mouth-to-mouth or anything.
You're not going to ever do that.
All right. You'd rather die, right?
That's never going to happen,
good.
right?
What if you're dying, though?
Let me die. Let me die.
Good.
Yeah,
All
let me die.
At least we have an understanding.
No, I want to go out.
So you're DNR. We don't touch
do not resuscitate.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
No,
I'll do the Heimlich.
I don't even need that. Just let me die.
Weird, right?
Let me die if it's my time. I don't know. He's jealous of James Corden.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Yeah.
Stop.
Who's that? That's the other show.
It's the stupid carpool karaoke.
That's unwatchable.
It's bad if you and I are saying the same thing at the same time.
That's unwatchable. My wife watches that brain drain shit like that.
People love stuff like that.
Oh, it's the dumbest thing
lobotomy.
ever.
You know what? All that stuff. The Kardashians. The Real Whores of Whoretown. There's 19 of those same fucking shows.
I like the Kardashians. I watch it. Yeah. They're smoking.
I got no problem for
Just because they're so hot.
Yeah, they're just hot.
She's not hot.
You
They're
can
not.
watch. They're hot. Dude, Vic, if Kim Kardashian starts hitting on you, you'd start
No,
lying.
I would not.
You tell her you invented the internet.
No, I would not. Hell no. I don't care. She's nasty. As far as I'm concerned. Yes. That's nasty. I don't care. I don't care. Fine, good, yay.
Wait,
I could care less.
Wait, I know that's her nude, but the other one, is that real?
Yeah.
Those?
All of those are with her big butt.
Hips are too fucking wide.
Oh, she's fine, guys.
Too fucking wide.
You just fucking.
Do you watch that show to see Caitlyn Jenner's pecker fall out?
That was funny.
She still has it. There was no way.
Are you looking for the pecker?
I'm not going to lie.
TV show?
I'm not going to lie. Every time he's on, I'm looking for the pecker.
Sure.
You got to look for the pecker.
Well, she likes it. That's why she didn't go all the way. She wanted to throw some dick.
I don't get.
Caitlyn's an ugly chick, isn't she?
It's a weird thing. It's a very strange thing. I've told all my friends this is really. If you want to come to New York City, we can go over to 50th Street and 12th Avenue, and there's 11 Caitlyn Jenner standing over there right now, and they don't have a Courage Award or a TV show.
That happened in New York. A news reporter was a traffic reporter in a helicopter. The plane went down. Jane Dornacker on WNBC.
Yeah. Right into the Hudson River.
It was live.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, shit. That's awesome.
Now, heading to New Jersey, the outbound Lincoln Tunnel looks a lot better for you. In New Jersey. Get the water! Get the water! Get the water!
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good.
Ouch.
Fuck, man.
Okay, we're going to play some music here, I think.
Oh, really?
Find out what's going on with helicopters.
That's Falcone right there.
Something happened there. It's 4:45, 16 till 5 on WNBC on the Joey Reynolds Show. We're taking an helicopter report from Jane Dornacker.
Gonna play some music.
Check in, see how they're doing there.
Yeah.
And we'll come right back.
That was a letdown. No, I thought I was going to hear groaning or something.
No.
Nothing.
You hit the water.
Yeah,
she said that.
we're going to play some music. Here's Neil Young, Down by the River.
How's the water, Ma? 3 feet high.
We're
Johnny Cash.
going to play some music.
I thought I was going to hear her dying.
How about you go, holy fuck, did she just die?
Exactly.
I think no one would fault you if you just
How
had
about a moment of silence while we just figure out what the fuck happened here? Certainly.
Here's, I don't know, Talking Heads to take you to the river, I guess. I don't know. I think you'd want it this way. What the fuck?
That's funny shit.
Oh, my God.
But I think Ben Jones played Cooter on the Dukes of Hazzard. Okay? And he was a congressman from Georgia.
Yes, he was.
And I believe Newt is who beat him to become Newt.
Oh, no kidding.
I think Newt beat Cooter.
Newt's been beating Cooter in D.C. for years, bro. He's a machine.
How great is that? Newt versus Cooter.
That's been my whole...
At the War Memorial this weekend. Sunday.
The best mechanic in Hazard County.
Newt versus Cooter.
But I don't know if that's correct. And I
haven't thought of Cooter in a long time.
But I think that's who...
He was a mechanical ace.
He was fabulous. But I think... And a congressman.
I mean, I think of Cooter.
We had Cooter.
Think of Ben Jones Cooter.
Well, we had Cooter, and then you had Gopher from the Love Boat. Fred Grandy was a congressman from Iowa, I think, and then Ben Jones was a congressman from Georgia. So you had Gopher and Cooter.
Yeah.
I hope at the same time in Congress. That would be too goddamn
maybe
good.
A little Sonny Bono, throw him in there.
Even better.
Throw him in there. He was down there in Washington, and then he dies, and then they just give it to his wife.
So, yeah. They've done that before, though. That's happened before.
That's really weird.
And I don't think that guy should be taking maternity leave. How about that? We've all come across that. Where's Johnny? Oh, he's on maternity leave for the next 3 months. What? Look, who wouldn't want to take, a couple months off because your wife had a baby? That would be amazing. You get to play golf every day, go hang out with your buddies, go to football games. I mean, it would be glorious.
I love Tom Brady. I got no problem saying it. I love Denver.
He's got some life, huh?
I like Seattle. He's amazing on 80 levels. The fact that you can, go from one super hot woman to another one while she's still pregnant, and Giselle not get mad at you.
My kid, we were doing a Food Network thing with Tom Brady, and it was like his charity for kids, right? For special needs kids, and my fucking wife is texting me. Our son needs to meet Tom Brady. You're a monster. Why don't you let him come down to the field? Like, finally. I'm like, fucking bring the fucking goddamn kid down here. So here comes this fucking kid. The kid's fucking, he's got every flavor ice cream on his fucking shirt. He shows up, Tom Brady. I'm like, Tom, this is my son. Tom goes to give him, I'll show you the picture, goes to shake his hand. My kid fucking looks like a piece of IKEA furniture. Just fucking won't even look at him.
Too scared or
so
just
now
too...
the guy that was with Tom Brady starts hugging my son because he thinks my son's one of these fucking special needs kids.
There it is. There's the picture.
Look, there it is.
There it is.
Look, that guy, like, I don't know, he owns like Pepsi or something. He's like, oh, poor little kid. I'm like, fucking Robert. Phil Collins knows me and he fucking hates me.
Well, you should have like picked another song.
It's the only song I know.
Studio. How about One More Night? He probably would have said, all right, man, you're cool.
I think he was going to yell at me regardless.
He could have said, you can't hurry love.
Yeah, that would have been okay.
He looked over, he's like, look at this fucking minority.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I
don't care anymore. Maybe it's just a slightly,
no more.
No more. No more.
I don't like that song as much as Sister Studio.
I think you were reminding him of the Illegal Alien video, and it just took him to a dark place.
This motherfucker's in that video.
It's like that. He looked at you like, fuck, that's the look I was going for.
God, how did this fucking Paco nail that look?
I knew I should have went goatee. Club Soda Kenny.
I have a cute, sort of related sports story about this.
Okay.
When I was a young boy and I was playing Little League Baseball, one day I had to be the catcher.
Yeah.
And I had my first homosexual experience because the umpire checked me for a cup.
Flying out
tomorrow. Halloween. One time I got drunk as hell and I tried to go to this Halloween party in Black Mountain, North Carolina, where all these college girls and shit, and you had to have a fucking costume. I didn't have no fucking costume. I was coked up, fucked out of my mind. So I went around the corner and got some shit, made my eye black, and got this guy to paint a fucking big old P on my shirt. And I entered that contest and won the fucking costume contest.
As?
I was a black-eyed pea. I won a case of Budweiser,
Talls. He makes not the regular size, tall boys. Tall boys.
Oh man, Chuck.
Hey, but I'm getting so bad now that I've gotten older, man. I don't go to Chick-fil-A because of the gay thing. I don't go to Jimmy John's because he's a big game hunter, and now I don't go to Home Depot because he endorsed Trump. My wife thinks I'm nuts. I'm running out of places to go. It's not because I'm a crazy liberal, because I'm not. I'm just batshit crazy. I just don't want to spend my money where I don't like people. I know that's weird, but
no, it's hilarious.
What the fuck's wrong with me?
Look, I think what Chick-fil-A does is despicable. I really do. But man, we order it every once in a while, and I can't help myself. It's fucking delicious.
Wait, what does Chick-fil-A do? They won't serve gay?
They just came out and made the statement, just like the guy. They just did when nobody asked them. They just did we're going to say we don't think the gay people should get married just for no reason. Just shut up.
But if you were openly gay in there, they would serve you.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they're not denying service. They're because they're a religious company too. They're closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
So they put out with all the religious stuff that they don't support the homosexual community.
Right. That's why they're closed on Sundays, so they can go hate.
Yeah.
So you get a whole day to go down to church and focus on your hatred.
You've got a face for radio. Do you know what half these radio guys look like? Are you trying to gaslight me? I will put this face up against pretty much anyone that has ever done radio. Face for radio. How dare you, sir? I think because of the guys I worked with for all those years, I think they brought my number down, if you want to know the truth. I was a solid 7, 7.5, maybe even an 8 at times. But working with those two dog faces probably brought my number down to a goddamn 6.
The hair color and the beard was perfect.
And he looked good. And he was like one of those guys, like he's a good looking guy, but like, you think maybe he battled typhoid as an infant and got through it,
Polio, he had the braces.
Yeah.
His forest, he got the braces taken off.
His wife, Mildred, is good,
His wife, Mildred. My dearest Mildred.
Imagine being him, how mad that sucks. He's already like nerdy. He's probably all you have to deal with psoriasis flare-ups his whole life and getting abused and fucking being made fun of because he's wearing turtlenecks and he's a grown-up. And now he's got to get shit thrown at him because he's fucking got his stupid headphones on. People just yelling French and beans at him.
Dolan isn't much better. He's not a really...
I don't like
him. He's a dry drunk. And I don't like dry drunks,
Just you might as well drink.
Yeah, if you're the reformed alcoholic and you're a giant piece of shit, start drinking again.
Because you didn't learn shit.
No, you didn't know. Goddamn,
you didn't learn shit.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
You know what's huge too for you guys? Because you're friends and you go out on the road. Like me, like when I go out, it's lonely. I just, dude, every night I feel like I'm talking to a fucking chipwitch. That's all.
What does the chipwitch say back?
Eat me. Size 38 waist, fatty. I can't eat dry sandwiches. I feel like I'm eating the inside of a puppet.
I go to Chick-fil-A and their homophobia instead of Subway and their pedophilia.
I see. But you know I had Chick-fil-A for the first time ever in Phoenix. It was great.
That goes to the point we were making earlier. I mean, I'm completely against what they believe, but man, their chicken is delicious.
Well, I told you
really good.
I told you about going to the racist barbecue place that time. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, and the guy he was the Maurice Bessinger, and he had barbecue restaurants all over the Carolinas, and his sauce is in grocery stores. And he was one of those old school Confederate guys that was arguing about the flag the first time, 20-something years ago in South Carolina when they were trying to. And so I didn't know this had all happened, and it had ruined him. Taking such a big stance on everything had sort of shut down a whole bunch of his restaurants, and he wasted all of his fortune at the end of his life doing this. And I was in town doing some gigs, and I swung into one of them. I was going to watch some football with some friends, and there's Klan literature on a little magazine rack kind of thing in the corner. Yeah. And yet everyone working in the restaurant is black. Everyone in the barbecue. So it's a window. You go up and order. And this little old lady who was employee of the month, above the window where you order is a picture of the racist guy hugging her as employee of the month. So this picture is there. And then there's Klan literature in the corner. And I go walking to the window and I'm like, I got to ask you. Yeah. You know, I point to the picture and I point to the Klan stuff. And I'm like, what the does this not bother you? And everybody in this bank, she's like, oh, he don't mean it. He's old. He doesn't care. He's going to die soon. It's okay. You want grits and rice? You want some, what kind of sauce you want? Delicious. She just went right. And I'm like, well, if you don't mind working here, I'll like, give me a pound of everything. Give me some of this. Give me some hash and rice.
And it was amazing,
and
right?
It was toast. It never lets me down. It's completely delicious. But it was one of the most surreal things I have ever experienced to see the old racist man hugging her in the Employee of the Month picture.
Yeah, that's funny.
One of the pamphlets, they were all homemade, and I gave one to my friend who's got it on his office wall still. It was a homemade pamphlet that had Abe Lincoln on the front, like a cartoon caricature of Abe Lincoln, and it said, Honest Abe. And then you open it up, and on the inside it said, or was he?
I thought it was Vanilla Ice at first, but it wasn't, man. This one I know. Queen.
I hope so. And David Bowie.
And Frankie Mercury.
Released on this date.
Frankie Mercury. He just ruined it. He just ruined it.
When I was a kid, I used to work at a place called Western Sizzling Steakhouse on weekends.
Absolutely.
And we had to clean up at night, and you take that old grease and shit and put it in the barrels in the back on a concrete pad by the dumpster. And steakhouses back then, I don't know about now, they were required to have their water so fucking hot to cut the grease and clean everything. We'd fucking spray them dusters and them fucking wolf rats would come out and stand on their back legs, and we'd hit them in the goddamn head with a fucking fungo bat. I tell you what, these motherfuckers didn't come back at you. You got a Babe Ruth swing with a fucking fungo bat on your ass.
Just fun.
That was the good old days.
Just hanging out in the
Good old days. I sat next to Phil Collins at a Knicks game. This is a great story. I just texted Paul the picture. I said somebody took a picture of Phil Collins on TV, and I'm mid sneeze in the background. And you could see me. But anyway, I went to the Knicks game, and it was Easter Sunday, and Phil Collins. We didn't even realize it was him, and he kept asking. He kept offering.
Of course, you didn't realize. It was him. Look at you.
He kept. You look high as shit.
Mid-sneeze?
It's mid-sneeze. I was allergy season. It was April. And then
Phil Collins looks very suspect.
Yeah, looks like he just got sneezed on.
Yes, exactly.
He kept offering me and my dad Easter candy, and we were like, this fucking weird old guy keeps offering me Peeps.
You didn't even know you were sitting next to Phil Collins?
And then all of a sudden they come up, because you sit like very close, so they come up to him and they put him on the Jumbotron, and people are literally giving him like what felt like a 5-minute standing ovation, like, crazy. And we're like, holy shit, it's Phil Collins. And then, because I had done this show for IFC, which is James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, owns that channel. They put me on the Jumbotron right after, complete silence. 18,000 people, zero. And then while it's nothing, Phil Collins is trying to hand me the candy. Like, you almost see the candy coming up into the shot. Like karma, like fucking idiot.
His kids go to school with my children, who are not my children.
They're sort of your children.
Oh, you got that going on too?
I do have that going on too.
Wait, you're in that program?
Those kids ain't I bought the farm with the chickens on it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's a nice way of saying it, Carl.
I did not know that.
I got them when they were 3.
Okay.
I missed all the fucking shit.
The twins were 3 and 4 when I showed up. Yeah.
All right, so they pretty much look at you that, you're the dad, man.
Yeah, but if they really fuck up, I can blackjack deal it. Like, that ain't my problem. Thank you for playing. I'm like, Marie, nobody in my family eats fucking batteries. That's your fucking, I don't know what he's doing in the corner.
That used to be, I forgot whose joke that was, but there was some New York comic that was in his act where he goes, I was dating a blackjack dealer and I knew it was over when she went, we're done. She did the clap the table.
Like I went to the kid's soccer game and he's on the wrong field. I'm like, Marie, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's your problem.
That was my kid. He was 9 goals already.
One of the ladies we do get along with, she has a golden doodle as well. I got a grooming kit from Amazon. What do you think? And we're in the elevator with this dog. It was the worst haircut I've ever seen. And she was proud of her work. She's like, it's a home grooming kit. What do you think? And, there are times you just got to lie. So I'm like, oh, my God, that's absolutely amazing. And then, of course, I come home and I tell my wife, don't ever get a grooming kit from Amazon. Blank got one, and the dog looks horrendous. The dog looks like it's going through chemo. What do you think? Oh, my God. Your dog is ready for Madison Square Garden. Beautiful.
I didn't ask him nothing else. That fucking good dude yelled at me, bro, for liking his own song.
Yeah, he gave you a sideways.
It was the wrong one.
He
liked the wrong one.
He made that noise.
I brought up Tina Turner and Clapton. He brought up, you brought up the wrong one, apparently.
Fucking Susu Studio is the shit.
Yeah, but that just shows you don't really know much about the guy.
I know Susu Studio. I shouldn't know anything.
Yeah,
he's
but
about
that's
3,000 years old.